One and welcome to the channel. I am Lourdes of Order Intuition. Y'all go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel so y'all can receive uploads when I put them on the platform. Those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome. Welcome on in. This channel is for the real, divine, earthly role models where we seek our inner kingdom first. So, welcome. Role models, this message is credited by way of the Most High's in our energies name. Let's get started. Ashe, what's that? My intuition is saying that your light, okay, role model, disturbs their demons. Okay? Your light disturbs their demons. Maybe it's somebody that you're in a partnership with, or you're in a relationship with, or something like that. But let's see how the cards melee. What you got for us, Spirit? Let's see. That's how I'm gonna pop out. Judgment has been called. All right. Yeah. See that? Y'all see that? Five of Wands. Your light is disturbing demons out here, for real. To the point to where people is like having battles inside themselves. And it's like especially when you're out like in a public place or something like that, it's like you be thinking like, damn, these people is like really weird. But I feel like role model, your energy is so powerful and it's so strong that your light, okay, is so potent that it disturbs their demons. Okay. It's like you basically can walk into a room and people get like really uncomfortable. And it's not you, okay? It's them. Yeah. It's like they feel like they feel like they feel like they're dying inside. I feel like you killed their demons inside of them, okay? But I feel like you on the outside, it's like you're stable, okay? You're stable. So you, like I said, you look at them like they're weird. I feel like you're like very comfortable with yourself, even though you disrupt other people's demons. My life is so crazy right now. I don't understand. There's a glare. I got a new light, but there's a glare on the card. I don't like that. But your light disturbs their demons. So let's see how else we got here. Yeah. I feel like when people cross your path, it's like they be really, to themselves by themselves, whether if it's at night or, in the day, it doesn't matter. It's like they be questioning themselves. They be having like real conversations with themselves, like they be saying, I don't know what I just encountered, but this person made me feel this type of way, made me feel like really uncomfortable and things like that. And I feel like a lot of people, they're scared to go on this new journey or this new beginning, okay, within themselves, because a lot of people, they don't want to really get to know themselves. But I feel like you're really so self-assured of yourself. And I feel like you're some of y'all, okay, with this Queen of Wands that's coming out as well on top of the deck, it's like your beauty really disturbs other people's demons. Your handsomeness really disturbs other people's demons. And it's like they get discombobulated. They don't know how to function. It's like something you throw off kilter within them, which is their demons that they don't want to deal with, or they didn't even know they really even just had. But it's like you disrupt them. It's like you're a mirror. You shine a light upon them. Some people you come across and you touch, they want to change their whole lives around. They want to, start at square zero. They want to start a new beginning, because it's like you caused them to, like I said, what was that? It was a Two of Swords that was wanting to pop out. But like I said, it's like when you cross their path, it's like they don't know what to do. I feel like people, because people always look on the outside of themselves and they're always trying to compete, have competition and be boastful and very competitive. It's like when they come across you seem so very like sure of yourself, confident with yourself, you know, um, because you focus on yourself, you connect with yourself. But a lot of people, they don't do that because they want to focus outside of society. Okay, yeah. What else you got for us, Spirit? Ooh, I'm gonna have to use a different deck after a while. What else you got for us, Spirit? Oh, shuffle. Okay. Okay. Six of Pentacles. I see that. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like an imbalancement they feel from within. Yeah, I'm getting some of you were at a bank or some type of financial institute, and maybe somebody there was kind of like treating you a certain kind of way. Or maybe you was somewhere and there was somebody, like say for instance, if you was at a store, okay, and there was a cashier, and then there was a person in front of you being served by the cashier. It's like the person in front of you and the cashier could, because they're three-dimensional beings or people, they seen you and you disturbed both of their light. Okay, you disrupted both of their demons, all of their demons or whatever. And it's like they were taking a long time or extra time or trying to act like they really was, even though they don't know each other, like they was really into each other, having a whole conversation, but then trying to block you out, like they didn't see you, or like you wasn't relevant, or you were it was just like the cashier was trying to hold on to the other person that they were serving longer so they could not serve you, who was the one that was in line, but you're watching both of them. Okay, so there was an imbalancement. Okay, with that Six of Pentacles, that's what I seen. Okay, that's what I seen. And they wanted to try to make you feel like you wasn't important, like you wasn't like they wasn't, like you weren't thought of, or you know like like you were nothing, like you weren't even standing there. Okay, something like that had happened, but it's really because your light disturbs their demons. That's why. Okay, Temperance card. If I feel like now, the Most High is, they're orchestrating something for you so you can know this and not know that something, and not know or think that something is wrong with you, but there's nothing wrong with you. It's because that you have the light, you hold the light, and your ancestors, angel, spirit guides, they really connect with you and guide you, especially if you're, on this spiritual journey or whatever. And it's like, because of that, your light shines bright, and it illuminates to the fact of how powerful it is, that it disrupts other people's demons. So just know that it is not you. Okay, it's them. But you just got to be patient and just, continue to keep being yourself and loving yourself and self-caring for yourself, and having, that inner self-control, because it's not you that's chaos and confused, it's them. Yeah, I used to think that too, but no, not anymore. Okay. See, I told you judgment has been called. All these naked cards. Told you judgment has been called. Can y'all see that? Because my light, I'm going to have to do some adjustments. But it's like you have something to celebrate. Remember I was telling y'all got to be patient. Okay, you have something to celebrate no matter what. Okay, I feel like your tone, your frequency, and your vibration is going to connect and be very much more higher, especially when you're out in public. I feel like you're going to know how to protect your energy, okay, in ways to where it really doesn't affect you. I feel like you're going to know how to kind of, like, I'm not saying hide it, but be a chameleon. It does not matter how your light, you know what I mean? But there's different ways of how you can interact and how you can navigate and, move about strategically when you're out in public places like this, or, when you're around certain environments and things like that. That's why judgment has been called, because you're going to be raised to the consciousness of your tone, frequency, and vibration of how to, delegate, or how to, how to delegate your energy out, or how to deal with certain situations that come about when you're out in public places or something like that. Some of you could be a empath or something. I'm picking that up as well. We'll take both of those because they both came out. Yeah, yeah, both of them. They came out together. Mm-hmm. What else do we got? Yeah. See, you're the type of person that you really, you really take accountability for who you are. And really, with this Queen of Pentacles, you really, focus on your inner self. And I feel like you really do value yourself. Okay. And I feel like a lot of people, they try, when they see other people out in public, or, in different environments, whether it's a work environment or just generally out in public, period, places. Okay. I feel like you always step into how you want to show up and be accountable for yourself, not for other people, but by showing that from your inner being, from in yourself first, really will help to blossom, to bloom that out in certain other ways, and how it should come in alignment, especially when you're out in these public places, right? But you disrupt a lot of people's demons, okay? You have the Three of Swords that pop out. You could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or maybe you encountered a situation to where you know that this person is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or possibly, somebody that you have dealt with in the past. They just couldn't, immerse with your energy because of how powerful it was, and they felt like you were their mirror, and you um basically disrupted their demons. They always, people always trying to find something bad about the next person. I can't make this up. Your beauty, okay, or your handsomeness, really, especially like when you're around people, confirmation, because it just fell out of nowhere. Real talk. It really disrupts people's demons. Some of you, when you're around women or whatever, they really get disrupted on how you look because you're very beautiful. Or if you're a guy, right, a male, and you're around, guy friends or people or whatever that's the same sex as you, they really, because of your way you look, you bring your light, meaning your beauty light, disturbs their demons. And it's not nothing you're doing wrong. It's just that you can't help it, right? You can't help it. So I feel like at this time, don't stop being who you are. Don't stop working on yourself. Don't let these people, break you down to the point to where you start to be like them. This is part of your growth. This is part of your journey. So you just have to be yourself and keep doing who you are and loving yourself. And no matter what, just, you cannot cover up the light, but however, you can delegate your light to, what's that? Yeah, see, Five of Swords. You really get to people. You really, really get to people to the point. That's confirmation. I know y'all hear my phone. To the point to where they be wanting to come up against you. Okay, they be wanting to like link up with other people just to come up against you to a certain extent, right? But I feel like any weapon that tries to be formed up against you will not, and it shall not prosper. Point blank, period. Yeah. Yeah, this is the truth. Excuse me. This is the honest truth. Okay. I can't make this up. I feel like you're very I feel like with this King of Swords, right? It's like you don't play games with people either. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying that you're not approachable, but I feel like you intimidate this King of Swords. Switch the energies as you wish. That you intimidate a lot of people, especially like when you enter a room, or when you go to a certain place, or, maybe even in your community, when you go out and outside your door or something like that. I feel like people are intimidated by your words as well, but your light, your words bring light, but it disturbs others because you speak what's on your mind. You understand what I'm saying? So that could be significant as well. What else we got? Yeah, see, You be disrupting people. Like, they be confused. They be just combobulated. They be feeling like you can see, like, you can see people out in public, but they be feeling like when they're around you, because your light is so powerful, they be feeling naked. They don't know which way to go. They don't know what to think. You know what I mean? They be, I guess they thought, they thought they knew who they were, but when you come around, it's like they get cross communicated. They don't know what to think. They don't know if it's like they go in all type of direction. They start doing discombobulated things, and I feel like you as a person, okay, role model, you can feel these certain things, okay, because you're connected to the Most High. So you're always connecting with the Most High. But I feel like at this point in time, just know to keep doing your affirmations and your evil eye protection. Say things like, any weapon that try to form up against me will not and shall not prosper. Um, Return back to senders, things like that, because people be coming up against you for no reason, because they don't. I feel like when you be in places, you be cool and everything like that, you just be yourself, but it's be other people, especially that Five of Swords, that be trying to like come up against you for no apparent reason. But the reason for real, because they don't know, because they're three-dimensional beings, and they don't want to like uprise or uplift themselves and do that work like you're doing, role model, right? It's like they already write you off like they don't like you. And you ain't even had probably no conversation with these people, or you know what I'm saying? You don't even know these people from a can of paint, right? But it's your light that disturbs them. They don't know what it is, but they just know it's something, right? Because we all feel what we can't see to a certain extent, right? But I feel like you feel the feel to be felt, to know like it's your light. You disturb other people's demons because they don't want to be found out, but you already know about it. I'm not saying that you just speak it out publicly or just say whatever unless somebody come to you, right, role model? But other than that, it's because you disturb other people's demons. You can have you could be a Capricorn moon, maybe getting that too. Oh, why is this? This card dipped out earlier, but I didn't read it. So obviously this is very significant. I feel like somebody that you used to be with, or you currently are with, this is the reason why, this person always want to be in battle with you, is because I feel like they don't deserve you because of your light. And because of your light, I feel like they're you disturb their demons with that Three of Swords, okay? But I feel like you don't know that you really do. You look at it as a level of, okay, I chose you, you chose me, we're together, and that's what it is. But it's like it's always something, especially that Three of Swords, it's always some cross-communicated or something that comes up with this person that you're with or that you used to be with. But I feel like they were they were jealous of you to a certain extent because of your light, and they tried to break you down, but you did not break. Confirmation. I don't know if I can hear that in the background, but every time I do a reading, I'm always getting some type of confirmation lately. But yeah, and it's like y'all just basically couldn't conversate with this Three of Swords to get on the same level, okay? Mentally, physically, soulfully, spiritually. You know what I mean? Maybe this is more a socially type person and you're more spiritual. But I feel like you've seen a balance to a certain extent when it first had started. But then at the end, that's why you broke it off with them, because you was not going to allow them to break you down, because you are of the light. Maybe this person was or is, or you found out they were of the dark, or they like to play in the dark spiritually. Okay, if you know, you know. But I'm just saying that could have been it as well. All right, y'all go ahead and like and subscribe, please. I appreciate y'all being here so much. Why do they always have to fall? They've been falling a lot lately. Hold on. Back. That was the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune to the Five of Wands. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. The wheel is going to turn in your favor anyways, regardlessly. Okay, no matter if you, I feel like you're like, it's like you following the will of your purpose, of your power, of your real, you know, passion, of your real purpose. Basically, you're in alignment with your direction. You're in a linear path. And it's like you're gonna go wherever the you want to go, right? No matter, you're gonna be around what you feel that is comfortable enough for you to be around. You're not gonna care about you disrupting other people's demons, okay? Because the wheels are gonna turn in your favor anyways. Why? Because you're being yourself. Okay, and that's the problem. A lot of people, they don't want to be their self. They want to be out here in the society, being whoever, whichever the way the wind blows and goes. But I feel like you know your direction, and that's the reason why you disrupt a lot of people demons, because it's like they can't put a personality on you. Okay, they cannot. Excuse me, y'all. They cannot put a personality on you. So what they try to do, they already write you off. They don't like you. They don't know why they don't like you, but they know that you disrupt something within them that they never had or disrupted before, but it makes them feel very uncomfortable. Okay, look at that. Yeah, you see, people be, when you come in certain places, they be having sneaky intentions. Okay, they, some people around you, they act like, oh, we cool, I like you, we do this, but really whole time they really don't. They're jealous, they're envious, they're hateful. Okay, and I feel like you could feel that. So if you do, you know what you need to do. Yeah, you could feel that because the ancestors, Jesus, pure guides alerted you. They told you, or they gave you some type of, yeah. People hate what you look like. You have a nice body. You have a nice face. You have beautiful hair, whether if it's short or long. Your skin complexion is beautiful. It's shining. Like, you work on yourself. You have great respect, not only for others, but yourself, right? Whether if you're a guy or a gal, it doesn't matter. It's something that is about you, and what's about you is your light. You're disturbing their demons. They don't know about this. But I feel like you had to get whoever you are and know yourself. You had to get that shit out the mud in order to come to the surface, for you to grab that jewel so you could be the gem and you could make it glow, right? Because you need to know who you are, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. What is that? Nine of Swords. Stop. Ooh. Spirit, I like you today. I'm not gonna say I like you today, but I love you always. But I like when you giving me the cards. All right, so we got Eight of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. You make some people feel some type of way real quick. Like, it's an instant. As soon as you walk in the room, they sizing you up. They looking at you. They wondering like, I can't quite put a personality on that person. So who is that? What is that? You know what I mean? It's making me feel like, oh, I don't know. I like them, but I hate them. This is what they're saying about you. You make people feel some type of way quickly because of your light. You're disturbing the demons that is upon them. That they need, and I'm not saying it's not possible for them to, because we all have them, right? We all have those, desires and certain impulses that we have within ourselves. But I feel like, you knowing yourself, you have self-control over them. And then even the ones that you don't have self-control over, I feel like you realize them and you take the time out to personally growth and develop yourself to work on them, right? But when you can't help that, you go from within, that you work those things out. And then when you go out in public, you're just being regular, just like everybody else. You got features of a face, arms, hands, regular things that will come with the body, a body, right? Okay. If you don't have those things, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with that, but I'm just saying it's just something within your energy that you hold within inside of you is disrupting these people's demons. But it's like an instant. And I feel like for a long time you possibly didn't know what it was, but it didn't break you. It kept you strong. It made you, wanting to really know, like, damn, what is it about me? Is something wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you. It's them. It's them. Okay? You are the star. Okay? And don't you forget that. That's a star card. Let me see. I just try not to show the nakedness on here, but if y'all can see that card behind there, that's the star card. You're the star because you're following your North Star. You're not picky and choosy, and if you feel like you're very genuine. A lot of people, they want to recognize, things that they see, but when they don't recognize them, this is you, right? That is you. They can't put a personality on you. And that's why you disrupt their demons. That's all. What is the Six of Pentacles? Yeah, it don't matter where you go. It's a problem. You only got to say a word, but it's a problem. It's not a problem with you. So, don't stop doing who you are and doing what you do. It's them. Because they have demons within them that they have not got to yet. And they probably will never get to. Okay. Three of Wands. You could be a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. But I feel like so remember I was telling y'all it was a situation to where when you was out either in a store or you was somewhere to where you had to go and purchase something, and there was somebody in front of you, right? You looking right at the whole scene, and they were like acting like you was not even standing there. Look. I'm gonna show y'all. Pull these out because I'm. This is what I'm seeing. I cannot make this up. This is what I promise y'all. I promise you. I'm seeing it. So two people, okay. You was out, you was looking at them, right? You looking at them. Somebody was in front of you. They were, acting like they was having a whole conversation with the cashier, like they knew each other and they didn't know each other from a can of paint. But it was because the cashier was interacting with them more because they had looked at you and was like, damn, okay. And they try to stall out to deal with the other person who could have been just the same energetical level as them, okay, was trying to like cast you out or act like he wasn't there, or and then when you dealt with when the other customer went on, you walked up to the cashier, you didn't get the same what do you call it, customer service care as the other person. They act like they had a problem with you and you ain't know this person. I'm so dead ass. Can I make this up? But you knew something was going on. They know like you're wise, you have wisdom. They know you're not from this dimension. They know like you have upper levels. You're more than smart. You have wisdom. You're wise. They know that. They know that you got the keys to something. They know you have access to something, right? But they can't put their finger on it. But it's 'cause you have access to your light. Yeah, this person was acting real fishy. Okay, you felt something that was up with that person or that cashier or wherever you was at. Something just wasn't right, but you got your stuff, you went on and you was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You was like, I'm not gonna go over there no more. For real. You cut that off. Some of y'all choose rather just to order your stuff online, have it sent to your door because of this. But the Most Highs, they're going to raise your frequency. They're going to raise your tone. They're going to raise your vibration. So you'll be able to go out strategically here on earth to know how to navigate and how to deal with the outside gargoyles that are out there who try to come up against you to be rude or to be negative or to be boastful, or competing or comparing, or looking at you like you're not of what you're supposed to be, but you're of a higher light, you're of a higher power, and it's because you disrupt people's demons. Okay, what do you have for the Judgment and the Three of Swords? I mean, three of Cups that came out. I'm also getting that you could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio as well. If I said your sign, put it down in the comment. Put it down in the comments, because I'm thinking about doing signs now individually. So I'm thinking about Five of Pentacles. Yeah. What's up with that? Okay, Judgment has been called. Excuse me. Judgment has been called. Okay. And yeah, okay. So now that your tone, your frequency, and your vibration is being uplifted, I feel like you're going to know how to go in and out from the three-dimensional world of people, places, and possessions to personification, I'm sorry, purpose of your real power. So it's like you're coming out of the code of the three-dimensional world of like feeling everybody's feelings. Okay, I feel like now you're going to really communicate in a different type of way. You're going to turn in a whole nother chapter of how you deal with people out in the world, or how you deal with knowing the confirmation, which is when you come to the reading of your light, and how that you need to maybe even imagine that there's a white light around you. Okay, and I don't know, something like that. What else we got? Yeah. Yeah. See, you're going to value and hold certain things close to you. Whether it's on your standards, your morals, your values, whatever principles that you have within yourself. Okay. Certain things that don't serve you, you're not going to allow to come at you anymore. You're just going to focus on your purpose, your power, and, certain, personifications of thyself, point blank period, especially if it connects to the tree of life, because that's what it's all about. But what is this Five of Swords? What is that? Thank y'all for being here so much. I really appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank you. These are just Five of Swords. What? Spots? What is the Five of Swords? That's the Ten of Pentacles. That's what it is. And I had it upside down. I'm sorry, y'all. That's the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? Like I said, any weapon that try to be formed against you shall not prosper, because it's like you're already like, you can't be touched. Point blank, period. You got it. It's like you got protection of investments and ideas and connections and directions and instructions and focuses and forwardness and continuousness and upwardness and whatever else. Like, if somebody try to come up against you, it's not going to work. You already checked off all the investments within yourself. I'm not saying every single thing, but mostly. You do more work on yourself from within than these other people that's on outside that is disturbed by your life. Point blank, period. Okay? Answer Exchange of Spirit Guides is not playing about you. Okay? Point blank, period. At all. Why? Because you're stable. You're grounded. Okay? You're solid. You're real. You're genuine. Especially within yourself first. For real. What is the Three of Swords? What's that? You don't find people like that these days, but because of that, that's why your light shines so bright. That's why you just disturb these people inner demons that they haven't even tried to even get rid of. Only thing, the way they try to get rid of them, they put a band-aid on them. They go drink, they go smoke, they go sexually just doing all kind of, favors, or, whatever they do. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. It's just that you got to have a balancement of how you, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Because when you're a person of a light, you attract certain other, like, it's like moths to a flame. They're going to attract to you, whether they're negative or whether they're positive. I feel like you can feel the feel of what they're feeling. And a lot of them are feeling fucked up inside. Okay, because they have not dealt with those dirty, dingy, daunty, dark demons that they're dealing with. I don't know, some people have a lot of shit going on within them and they cannot deal with it. They don't care if they don't know you from a can of paint. They will write you off if they don't like you, if they don't recognize you in a character in a video, a movie that they watch over and over and over, a video game that they didn't play over and over and over, a personality that they used to from a celebrity copying off somebody, just not being themselves. They look at themselves over and over. They cannot put you in that category of what they're only used to three-dimensionally, right? They automatically going to write you off because of your light, because of your bright, because of your bloom, because of your blossom. And it blossoms to bloom out and they don't like it because it's too bright. They can't see. They don't know what to call you. They don't know where to put you. They don't know what to do with you. They don't know how to think about you. So they automatically say, I write you off. I don't like you because you disrupt my demons. You don't allow me to have my demons the way I want to deal with my demons. And I love my demons because I love to self-sabotage myself because I don't care. And then I want to come out in public and act like everything's A-okay. No, it's not. Point blank period. Yeah, see, you have a light that shines bright. Okay, a lot of these people are they're not upright. Okay, yeah, see, they got a problem with you. They automatically write you off. They automatically come up against you. They automatically want to come and say, I don't like you. They automatically just, anything. I'm so serious. I cannot make this shit up. What's this Three of Swords, Spirit? What is this Three of Swords? Yeah, it's crazy. I know. That's sad. Didn't I say that? Did y'all just not see me shuffle? Fucking hangman. Yeah. Whoever that you was dealing with in the past, or if you're dealing with them now and you're thinking about, hey, I got to leave this person. This person's not for me. I got to drop them. Our energies just don't match. My light is just too much bright for them. It's always a problem. They always have some chaos and confusion type of bullshit going on. And come to find out, it's because they're not an upright person. They're not. They're hanging by a fucking thread in your life, or you didn't turn this motherfucker upside down. They don't even know which way is up. For real. But I feel like you're going to have a happy ending anyways, whether if it's with yourself or with somebody else. But make it with yourself first before you can make it with anybody else, okay? Real talk. Because it's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you stronger. Point blank period. I can't make this up. It's the truth. It's the fucking truth. Crown from on highs first before you deal with somebody that's on a low level. And that's your light too. Because they can see your crown. That crown, you might not see that crown, but that crown is invisible and it's bright. It's a bright light. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do it here. Now we got a full picture. Let's go ahead and get some insight. What's going on? Like and subscribe. Y'all go in that about section, please. There are some links down there. If you want to book a reading with me, there are some slots that are available for the month of September. So go ahead and pick a slot and a time, and we will get everything organized and in order. Because I am goddess of order. Intuition. Let me stop. But yeah, y'all can do that and go in the about section. So click on the about section up below this video, and you'll see book a reading. So book the reading, and as soon as you click on that link, it's going to take you to the schedule. All you got to do is put in the time, and then I'll get the email. Once I get the email, I'll confirm, and then we'll go ahead and discuss that price. That's comfortable for the both of us because I haven't put a price up yet. Um, what else? Oh, the book, the ebook. Y'all caught that ebook if y'all on a self-love journey, okay? It's real powerful. It's a short read because I know a lot of y'all probably don't like to read, but it's a short read. Let's keep it a buck. And it gets straight into the point. Put your email in, and it's going to come straight to your email. Okay? It's free. It's called Self Love Journey. If y'all want a t shirt, if you look on the video that's above this one, I did wear one of the shirts on the video that came before this video. And or if you click the link down below and you'll see the t-shirts there. I do accept Afterpay, so if that's something you want to do, we can go for that. Okay? 1 second, because I'm dropping bars like it ain't no tomorrow. Yeah, I hate when I drop bars, but it's okay. All right, so what is this Five of Wands? Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Swords to the Eight of Wands. Spirit. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Only thing you can do from here is a go up. Keep on and don't stop investing in yourself just because your light is disturbing other people's from the outside that you don't know from a canopy. I don't care if you do know them. Okay, some of y'all, I'm getting it. You was at a family event and this shit popped off. Every time you come around, it's a problem. And you don't even be doing nothing. But with this Eight of Pentacles, it's like the wheel is going to turn in your favor anyways. But the Eight of Pentacles is saying just keep working on yourself no matter what. Keep investing in yourself and just keep prospering because it's like you're safe. You're not of this world, yes, but you're safe. Why? Because your ancestors, your spirit guides, they got you all the time and forever because you're solid. You're genuine. You're stable. Your house is clean. Your inner house is in order. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? For real. Four of Wands. I can't make this up. So whatever people got problem with you, you need to put them to death. Now, I'm not saying physically. All right. But spiritually. Okay. They don't want to put their demons to death. Right? Death card. But hey, you keep with this Eight of Pentacles, working on yourself, and keep going up and rising. Because whatever you're doing, you can't help it. You are who you are. You're going to be who you be. And if motherfucker can't accept that, then oh well. You got to let them fall to the wayside. Point blank. Period. All right, what else we got? Six of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Three of Cups. Five of Pentacles. What you got for us, Spirit? Give us an insight. Yeah, balancement is key in this whole situation. And I feel like it is going to be balanced out for you no matter where you go, whatever type of environment you're in. It's going to balance out for you, okay? Um, yeah. I mean, I know there was a situation with a cashier and another person at a store or wherever you was purchasing something. They made you feel some type of way, but just balance that shit out because that's the key. Oh, well, your tone, your frequency, your vibration is going to be upward leveled. Okay, because judgment's been called. You won't be left out in the cold of how to deal and delegate your energy out just because. I'm not saying you got to hide yourself, but there's a way of how you're going to know. That's where your frequency is raised on how to do these things, how to deal with these things, how to delegate these things because hey, your light just disturbs demons. I mean, it is what it is. You just it's gonna be illuminate because you can't help that you work on yourself. Yeah. Behind the scenes, the moon. I feel like you're gonna start being able to see certain things too. Yeah, you're gonna start being able to see certain things. Yeah, behind the scenes of really what's going on, certain conversations that are had. What is this? I'll go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you. What's this Five of Swords? Ten of Pentacles. Three of Swords to this hanged man right here. What you got going on? Ooh, look at that. Manifestations, the magician. Okay. Yeah, because like judgment. See, judgment has been called. See, remember I was telling you like y'all tone, y'all frequency, y'all vibration is going to raise and rise and be uplifted or whatever. It's like you're gonna know who's who, what's what. You're gonna really start being able to see through people. Okay. You're really gonna see whose demons are disrupted, okay? Especially with that Ten of Pentacles. And whoever this person that you are dealing with or have dealt with, right? As above, so below. I don't think it was supposed to go in the favor of this relationship, anyways. Okay? It wasn't. So you need to explore your options and move on. Okay? Yeah, because of your experiences. But this person's gonna feel some type of way. But oh well. Yeah, you're gonna have to leave them on the go. Okay, you're gonna make that decision. All right, let's get some ooh, did I leave that over there? Oh my god. Two of Cups was left right over there in my open. I didn't even see that. That could be significant. Yeah, it's a lover. It's a lover or some type of partnership. All right, so let's get some oracle cards. Let's keep building this picture. Okay? But we gotta see some things. We're getting this formula down pat. Okay, to the framework that was in your mind. So we gotta piece this picture together. What's going on? Wolf. Ooh. See, it's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing, but it reads, you may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. Yeah. Y'all hear that? Mm-hmm. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. The wolf. Y'all know what we've been talking about here, okay? You probably didn't know how to deal with your situation, for real. But at the bottom we got Blue Jay. And it reads, and it's intuition. What's wolf? Oh, that's inner strength. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. But this reads, you are encouraged to follow your feelings and intuition. This is a reminder that your personal power, y'all hear that? Is in your own hands and that you are free to take flight. Yes, you are. I told y'all about that. At any time, if you find yourself in a situation that doesn't suit you anymore. I mean, it's making sense. For real. What's at the bottom? Courage, leadership. Yeah. See, a lot of y'all got to take leadership and accountability of your light. You can't help that. Okay? For real. You have come into your own power. Congratulations, role models. Y'all hear that? Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong. Remember I showed y'all that strength card earlier. Using the power of your intentions, be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading. Okay? That's courage. Okay? Leadership. I feel like some of you, well, you're a role model, especially if you come to this reading. You're a natural born leader. You're a natural born leader. You can't help that. Okay? And I don't feel like you need to cover up your light or to play small just because your light disturbs other people's demons. Fuck that. Do you be yourself continuously and always. You understand what I'm saying? Dragon, passion. Some of y'all, that is very significant. Okay, I heard that from spirits. But it says the dragon is a reminder of your strong will and fiery personality. It is also a symbol of passion and fire. You are being asked to practice self-control. Y'all, go back because I said something about self-control. Y'all heard me. And be cautious so that Passion does not lead you into trouble. Okay. So that's the dragon. Let me get, let's see, what's at the bottom of the deck? It says turkey. Okay. Thanksgiving coming up, y'all. But anyways, it means good news. It says, you may you may receive an important but very unexpected gift. Okay, congratulations. Accept this with deep respect. Someone has sacrificed a lot to help you open doors and grow. A lot of things will change for the better. Y'all see that? You have genuine people or a person coming in that's going to give you a gift or something, whether if you know it or not. But this is your confirmation. But it says hawk, spirituality. This is our last card for our oracle. And it says, fly above and beyond your day to day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. What it says, quieting the mind and detaching from your thought patterns puts you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guides. Yeah. So I feel like that is coming in because remember I was telling y'all that y'all tone frequency and especially at 3 cups, like they're raising the glasses, your tone, your frequency and vibration is being uplifted because now you're going to know how to like work with your light. Okay, maybe you know this is a new gift that you're being gifted from your spiritual team, your ancestors, angel spirit guides, and you don't know how to utilize it yet. But I feel like you're going to get that. It's going to come in, and you're going to start seeing a bird's eye view. Not only you're going to be you because disrupting people demons and not knowing like why like you think it's something is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Role models, please don't do that. Don't do that. You are perfectly made, okay? All right, let's take one more to put at the top. I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. This was long. It says embrace your imperfections. Oh, look at that. But it reads, release the idea that you must be without flaws. Okay. Humans are imperfect, messy, and malicious. Simply aim to be the best person possible. And you know what? That also goes along with that. Even though when you be out in public and it feels like you like, damn, what I do to this person? I ain't do nothing but just show up or just be present or whatever. We do have humans out here that are not working on themselves, that are imperfect, that are malicious, and they are messy. But now that you know, especially when you come to this reading, how you're going to be able to delegate your light, and I'm not saying cover it up, but you're going to have to deal with those people that the demons that you disturb within them. Spirit is going to give you new gifts, new ways, new, directions, new seances to say something. All right. But don't take it personal. Be who you are, continue to be yourself, and love who you are continuously forever. Okay. All right, Romans, that's all I have for you. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day, evening, or night, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, role models.